Hello everybody, hello my students. Today we will study the third part of Math Revision for Grade 6 Education Castle. We will study adding and subtracting equations, multiplication and division equation. How can we find the value of x in adding equation? How can we find the value of x in subtraction equation, multiplication equation and division equation? We will use the inverse operation, adding and subtracting, multiplication and division. So let's start. Addition and subtraction equation. We studied before, guys, that the equation x plus 3 equals 10. It's called Mr. Addition equation. We have plus the sign of adding. It's called addition equation. The equation x minus 3 equals 7. This equation, guys, is called subtraction equation. We have the sign of subtraction minus. Solve for x. How can we solve addition equation, subtraction equation? The first one, Mr. x plus 2 equals 7, it's addition equation. We will use the inverse operation. Just circle positive 2 and move it to the other side to be subtracted. Again, guys, circle plus 2 and move it to the other side to be subtracted. Now we can deduce, Mr., that x equals 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2 equals 3. Now x equals 3. Note, guys, you can find the value of x mentally. 3 plus 2 equals 5. It's easy. But I'm talking here about the concept. How can we find the value of x? We will use the inverse operation of addition to find the value of x. Next, Mr. x minus 9 equals 17. It's subtraction equation. We have the sign minus, the sign of subtraction. How can we find the value of x? We will circle minus 9 and move it to the other side to be added. We get, Mr. x equals 17 plus 9. 17 plus 9 equals what? Take your time, guys. Equals 26. Now the value of x equals 26. Next, Mr. number 3. It's subtraction equation. Why, Mr.? Because we have minus in the equation. X minus 8 equals 20. To find the value of x, keep your eye on minus 8. Circle it and move it to the other side to be added. We will use the inverse operation. Now x equals 20 plus 8. 20 plus 8 equals 28. Now x equals 28. Don't forget, guys, I'm talking about the concept. The concept to solve the subtraction equation, we will use the inverse equation, which is addition operation. Next, guys, x minus 0.2 equals 0.8. Mister, we have decimal forms, no problem. It's subtraction equation. To find the value of x, circle minus 0.2 and move it to the other side to be added, Mister. Now x equals 0.8 plus 0.2. 0.8 plus 0.2, you can find it mentally. Now x, Mister, equals 1. It's easy. Next, guys, multiplication and division equations. We studied before, Mister, that x times 3 equals 18. This equation is called multiplication equation. By the way, guys, x times 3, we can write it as 3x. Now we can write this equation as 3x equals 18. If I ask you 3x, what's the relation between x and 3? It means, Mr., 3 times x. Next, x divided by 3 equals 15. It's called, Mr., the division equation. We have the sign of division operation. But how can we solve the multiplication equation, the division equation? We will use the inverse operation. Solve for x. Number 1, guys, x times 2 equals 18. All these equations, mister, it's one-step equation. You can find the value of x in one step. X times 2 equals 18. The operation is multiplication. So we will use the inverse operation to find the value of x. Circle times 2 and move it to the other side to be divided. Now x equals 18 divided by 2. Now x, mister, equals 9. Next, number 2. X divided by 9 equals 30. It's division equation. To find the value of x, guys, we will use the inverse equation or the inverse operation. Now x divided by 9 equals 30. Just circle divided by 9 and move it to the other side to be multiplied. Now x, mister, equals 30 times 9. We can find the value of x mentally. How can we multiply 30 by 9? It's perfect tense. Times 9, mister. Just multiply 3 by 9 equals 27 and bring down 0 in one's place. Now x equals 270. Next, mister, number 3. X divided by 5 equals 13. It's a division equation. To find the value of x, we will circle divided by 5 and move it to other side to be multiplied. Now x, mister, equals 13 times 5. X now equals 65. The last one, x times 0.2 equals 0.8. It's easy, mister. It's multiplication equation. We have decimal forms. Don't be worried. Now, mister, to find the value of x, we will circle times 0.2 and move it to the other side to be divided. Now x equals 0.8 divided by 0.2. Do you note, guys, the decimal point after one digit from the right? Now we can write it as x equals 8 divided by 2, mister. How can we write it as 8 divided by 2 multiplying by 10? We will get that x equals 8 divided by 2. You can cancel the decimal point. Now x equals what? Yes, now x equals 4. Finally, if you like my video, subscribe to my channel for more math videos. Thanks for watching grade 6. See you next part of math revision for Education Castle.